The government of Ghana has received 244,800 additional doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The country got the vaccines through the African Vaccine Acquisition Trust mechanism, established by the African Union and supported by the World Bank on Thursday, September 2, 2021. This comes on the back of the earlier arrival of some doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine in Ghana. Ghana took delivery of its first batch of Johnson & Johnson vaccines, over 177,000 doses, on August 8, 2021. It has since inoculated some citizens in the Greater Accra and Ashanti regions with the vaccines. Ghana is currently vaccinating citizens due to receive their second dose of the AstraZeneca vaccines. Ghana received over 249 doses of AstraZeneca vaccines from the UK government on August 18, 2021. The government is expected to take delivery of over 1.2 million Moderna vaccines on Saturday, 4th September 2021. According to the Ministry of Information, an additional 1.3 million Pfizer vaccines are also expected in Ghana by the end of this month. A few weeks ago, the country took delivery of some 249,000 doses of AstraZeneca vaccines from the UK government to support its vaccination drive. A section of the population was recently also vaccinated with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which arrived in the country last month under the African Union's African Vaccine Acquisition Trust initiative. A total of over 177,000 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine were administered to unvaccinated persons in COVID-19 hotspots in the Greater Accra region and the Ashanti region. Before the latest round of vaccinations with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, only nearly 406,000 had received both doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine, whilst more than 800,000 had received one dose. The Center for Plant Medicine Research at Mount Krapim in the Eastern region has made progress in the development of herbal medicine for the treatment of COVID-19. The acting executive director of the center, Dr. Kofi Bobi Berima, who disclosed this, said his outfit was fast developing the herbal medicine and that it will bring great respite to Ghanaians when it is introduced. He said since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the center had been working at the laboratory to help find a remedy to the life-threatening virus. Dr. Berima gave the hint in Accra last Wednesday during the launch of an immune-boosting food supplement called Thorntina 74 mixture on the market. The herbal immune booster, which aims at providing support for the immune system to fight infectious disease, is a distillate generated from three main plants: Moringa oleifera, Spondius mombin, commonly known as yellow mombin, and Tetrapleura tetraptera, otherwise known as precace. Only 3% of workers in the informal sector contribute to Social Security and National Insurance Trust, data from the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations has revealed. Again, less than 1% of the nearly 233,000 pensioners receiving monthly pensions are self-employed, indicating that over the years, very few workers in the informal sector have signed on to the SNIT scheme or any other private scheme, a situation that casts a gloomy picture for the future of these workers. It is for this reason that SNIT Mobile Service Week was launched to woo players in the informal sector to enroll onto the scheme in order to secure their future after retirement. The Mobile Service Week affords stakeholders who may be too busy to visit the branches or remember to use the Trust online platforms the opportunity to transact business with the organization at their convenience. The Food and Drugs Authorities has cautioned manufacturers and sellers of unregistered body enhancement products on the Ghanaian markets to desist from such acts. The FDA says the act is illegal and can have adverse health implications on consumers. The FDA said in a statement that as part of its routine market surveillance, they have noted with utmost concern how some companies are producing, selling, and advertising body enhancement products with no authorization from the authority and in contravention with the Public Health Act 2012, Act 851. Section 111 and 114 of the Public Health Order, Act 851 of 2012, mandates anyone into the manufacturing and advertising of regulated products to seek the approval of the FDA. Quote, the authority will not relent on its mandate to protect the well-being of the consuming public. Therefore, the public is urged not to patronize such product as their quality and safety cannot be guaranteed, the statement said. The Association of Ghana's Industry has urged the government to address the high cost of electricity tariff to boost business growth and make them more competitive. It also appealed to the government to quicken the pace of implementation of key government policies and interventions for local industries to help create enabling environment for business to thrive. This forms part of many recommendations contained in a communiqué signed and issued by Dr. Yao Edu-Jaimfi, AGI President, at the end of a recently held industrial summit and exhibition in Accra. The three-day event is being organized by the Association of Ghana Industries in partnership with VRA on the theme, Repositioning Ghanaian Industry to Leverage the AFCFTA. The event, which was held in person and virtually, seeks to create an avenue for Ghanaian private sector to dialogue with policymakers, investors, and other industry players. The AGI explained that the current electricity tariff level does not make local industry competitive compared to the country's. The European Union will return millions of South Africa-manufactured Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine doses to the continent. The African Union Special Envoy Strive Masiyiwa told reporters that all the vaccines being produced in Africa, quote, will stay in Africa and be distributed to Africa. This issue has been corrected and has been corrected in a very positive way, he said. His comments follow criticism that vaccines were being shipped away from a continent that has the lowest vaccination rates in the world. Less than 3% of Africa's population has been vaccinated. The Nigerian military says nearly 6,000 Boko Haram members, including commanders, fighters, and their families, have surrendered to the authorities in the last couple of weeks. Cameroon had also announced the surrender of hundreds of Boko Haram militants in the country recently. In Nigeria, the mass surrender of the members of the militant group is a result of the intense military offensive in the northeast of the country, the army says. The death of Boko Haram leader Abubakar Sheku in May could be another reason. Many of his followers have either surrendered to the authorities or switched their loyalty to rival group Islamic State West Africa Province. The Nigerian authorities say they're now profiling those who have surrendered for possible de-radicalization and rehabilitation. But some Nigerians are skeptical about reintegrating the former fighters back into the society, citing possible risks. A toxic leak from a massive diamond mine in Angola killed at least 12 people and left 4,500 sick. A minister in neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo says the leak turned a tributary of the river Congo red and killed huge numbers of fish, which some people ate, said Environment Minister Yves Bazeba. She said DR Congo would seek damages but did not specify how much. There has been no public response so far from the Kataka mine's owners. According to the Reuters news agency, the mine produces about 75% of Angola's diamonds. After a reservoir containing toxic byproducts from the mine leaked in late July, the Chikapa River across the border in DR Congo turned red, killing hippos, fish, and other animals. Former Ghana defender Anthony Buffel believes the current Black Star team has enough quality to qualify for the 2022 World Cup, but that quality must come to the fore if they are to book a spot to Qatar next year. Ghana faced Ethiopia and South Africa in 2 World Cup qualifiers this month, with the first game scheduled to come off tomorrow against the Ethiopians at the Cape Coast Stadium. The former CAF Deputy General Secretary says good team spirit will be needed in camp if they are to perform well. The Black Stars will begin their qualifying campaign later today against Ethiopia at the Cape Coast Stadium, before traveling to Johannesburg on September 6th to face South Africa. Ghana failed to qualify for the 2018 edition of the World Cup in Russia and will be looking to book her place in the 2022 edition in Qatar. Black Stars coach Charles Akoto is confident his side has what it takes to impress Ghanaians in the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Ghana begins its qualifying campaign on Friday when they host to Ethiopia at the Cape Coast Stadium before traveling to Johannesburg for the clash against South Africa 3 days later. Under CK Akono's tutelage in the 2021 AFCON qualifiers, Ghana won 2 matches, 2-0 against Sudan and 3-1 against Sao Tome and Principe, in addition to 1 draw. 1-1 with South Africa, and a defeat 1-0 to Sudan. The two victories have not done enough to change the perception of Ghanaians, as many believe the performances have not been up to standard. Ghana will hope to have a commanding start in the qualifiers against Ethiopia, but they'll have to do that in front of a limited fans in the stadium, as the Confederation of African Football has approved Ghana's request to admit 2,250 spectators. Guinness has, in a bid to tell compelling stories of Pan-African creatives, partnered with Afro and hip-hop Ghanaian dancer Incredible Ziggy for a campaign themed Black Shines Brightest. Black Shines Brightest is a new Pan-African campaign celebrating the iconic black liquid enjoyed all over the continent for over a century. This exciting new campaign is inspired by the bold and unique black beer of Guinness Stout and brings together passionate and creative individuals to celebrate the spirit of Guinness and its home across African markets. Incredible Ziggy has been in the spotlight and worked with the top-notch African musicians and record labels such as Maven Records, P-Square, Davido, Patoranking, Stonebwoy, Shatta Wale, and a plethora of others. Last night, Idibia called out her husband Two-Face on Instagram in a series of posts. She accused his family of not liking her and his exes of using the children to keep sexual relations with him. The Nigerian celebrity couple, who have always been admired for their family values, seems to be at the breaking point. According to Annie, despite her gracious and understanding attitude, Two-Face still shares a bed with his ex-baby mama, Pero, when they take the kids on vacation. She also revealed that the baby mamas have this audacity because they caught support from her husband's family, whom she accused of never liking her in the first place. She wrote, "Your baby mamas consistently using your children as an excuse for all sorts of rubbish. I try to stay gracious. You are not the first man on the planet to have kids with different women. You can do better. Everything I do is to show the good human that you are. But today, this move done by you, Effie, Frankie, and your family is unacceptable."